The XP Deus version 4 update, what does it have to offer? Well, apart from accepting the new high frequency search coils and the MI6 pinpointer, it's got some new menu settings and great programs, taking the Deus to another level, making this the most versatile metal detector on today's market. So what's different? What's changed on the version 4 menu? Let's start off with the discrimination. Version 3.2, the discrimination stopped at 0. Now this wasn't a true all metal. Some small pieces of iron were rejected at 0. So with the version 4, the discrimination goes all the way down to -6.4. So why would you have -6.4? For a start, it will accept certain bits of iron. Then as you come down the scale, you start accepting things like ceramics, meteorites, and things like that. So it just makes the Deus more versatile for searching in different conditions. And also don't forget, with a -6.4 discrimination, you're getting the maximum performance out of your Deus. For example, if there was some coins found, a hoard found, and you wanted to go back and try and find the very last target, then use -6.4 discrimination because it makes the machine much more dynamic. And very briefly, while we're in the discrimination mode, if we go into the expert mode, then we can adjust the target tones. The XP Deus version 4 menu has got a slightly different tone range. It goes from 120 Hz all the way up to 993 Hz. The higher pitch can make the signals a little bit more appealing to people who are hard of hearing. The version 4 Deus also has an added XY screen, as well as the horseshoe screen and the mounting screen. The XY screen is a great way of identifying difficult targets, but you don't have to use the XY screen if you don't want to. You can have a screen of your choice and it's very simple to change. All you do is go into options, configuration, profile, and you'll see the screen graphic there, and you press the plus or minus button to choose what graphic you want. You'll notice that the XY screen is very different to the conventional horseshoe screen, what we've all been using on version 3.2. Now, the XY screen gives a series of lines and loops depending on whether the target's ferrous or non-ferrous. And also, the length of the line tells you how intense the target is. For example, a big shallow target will give a long line, a small deep target will give a very small line. Now this sensitivity can be adjusted by accessing the zoom feature. All you do is press the pinpoint button for a few seconds and you'll see the zoom feature has adjustments from 1 to 10. Now for example, if you set the zoom feature on 1, it would need quite a large target to activate the line, whereas higher levels of zoom will need the smallest of target to activate this feature. There's 3 targets here, a hammered coin, a piece of coke and some iron. I'm just going to show you how the XY screen represents the different targets. First of all, the iron. As you can see, the line is from the bottom right to the top left. The second target is the coke. Straight from top to bottom, north to south. Typical coke signature. As well as the target ID in the top left, which is between 26 and 27. Now the hammered coin. Bottom left to top right, a completely different axis. This is a typical coin signature. As I get closer to the coin, you can see the target line intensifying. If I come away to simulate a deeper target, the line is a lot smaller. And of course, this can all be adjusted by sensitivity by using the zoom screen. So as you can see, the XY screen has its place. It gives some really good target information. For example, the iron signature is very disruptive. The coke signature is top to bottom, and the coin signature is a nice straight line left to right. But what about different targets ranging in conductivity? I'm just going to show you a quick experiment with 3 targets, low to high conductivity, and show you the screen readings. A piece of foil, an American 5 cents, and a highly conductive American $quarter. I'm just going to show you the XY readings as I pass the coil over these targets. The first of the 3 targets is the foil. As you can see, it goes top to bottom and the line corresponds with the target ID reading. Exactly the same as Coke. So a thin piece of foil is top to bottom. Now our second target, the American Silver 5 cents. Somewhere in the middle. Number is 58. Our third target is the highly conductive silver coin. Coming in at around 94 with an almost flat line. Once again, using the XY screen made identification of 3 different targets very easy. Now we move on to reactivity. The version 3.2 had a reactivity settings of 0 to 5. The most popular reactivity settings were 3 and 2, but now with the version 4 we've got one in the middle. We've got 2.5, which makes the Deus a little bit more versatile on a wide range of search conditions. Improvements to existing programs. Program number 4 pitch and program number 10 Goldfield. Program number 4 pitch now has an iron tone. You can now get a load more feedback when you're using pitch mode. Goldfield, it's got an improved IAR, which is iron amplitude rejection. It's now got a threshold and it's got improved ground filtering. The version 4 now has an advanced ground tracking system. You'll notice your mineralisation bar is a lot more active, and this helps while tracking ground in low mineralised soil. Because of the improvement to the ground filtering, the non-motion all metal mode is now more sensitive to smaller targets. On the version 3.2, under the coil menu, you had the option of coil number and coil name. With the version 4, all you have is a coil serial number, and this is the name for the coil. If you want to delete the coil, all you have to do is put a series of zeros in to the serial number and then it will be deleted. Because the Deus has now accepted the high frequency search coils, the processor is working twice as hard. Now in turn this has given us a slightly lower battery life on the controller, typically about 18 hours. You may have already noticed there's 2 new programs in the Deus menu. Program number 6 Deep and program number 9 Hot. Now these are classed as pro programs and may require some user adjustments in the field. I'll talk a little bit more about these 2 programs at the end of the video. Just a couple of points regarding the headphones and the RC with the new version 4. When you turn the headphones off, it will remember your volume settings the next time you turn it on. And also, if you're using the RC and the headphones together and you turn the RC off, the headphones will then turn off and reboot as a master. So that's it, the XP Deus version 4 update. Have I missed anything out? Yes, one thing. Earlier I talked about the new factory preset programs, number 6 Deep and number 9 Hot. Now, these are 2 really different programs. We've already said about them being pro programs, but both programs use a different filtering. Filtering is a way of extracting the signal from the ground. How many times do you hear people say, I don't like 3.2, I'm going back to version 2? Well, let me tell you, Deep, program number 6, uses version 2 filters. So if you prefer version 2 Deus, all you have to do is use the Deep program as a platform, make all your custom settings and then save them. If you prefer version 3.2, use the Hot program because that uses 3.2 filters, and then save all your custom programs using the Hot as a baseline. So that is the jewel in the crown with the XP Deus update. There's no need to revert back to the older programs because you have them here in Deep and Hot. Thanks for watching. Catch you soon.